And we are back. Good morning, guys. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Mm. Feeling good out there. Um, about today, tomorrow, and so on and so forth. In here, welcome in. Welcome to the walk and talk, guys. Um, mm-mm. So, welcome. We doing? How we doing? How we doing? Thank you for everyone being out there, for stopping in, for taking a look. I appreciate it. Um, Today is Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. Let's see. All right. Got to make sure I turn everything on for this morning. All right. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for being here, everyone. Mm. 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 Pleasure seeing everyone here. Thanks. Thanks again. BNV Finance Fixes. Another blessed day. Please, please like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Welcome to your morning. If you are not up yet and you are not at it yet, let's get up. Let's get at it, people. Remember, there's a there's a saying that there's nobody coming to help you. There's nobody coming to wake you up. There's nobody coming to shake you. There's nobody coming to encourage you. Well, this morning it's me. It's me this morning, people. Have you been looking for a reason to get up? You've been waiting for somebody to come and tell you you can do it. You've been looking for somebody who's going to be there when you're there, who's going to be on the grind when it's time. You have found that person. That person is I. I am here this morning. Let me get some I'm ups in the chat and let's get started. Let's get some thumbs up. Let's get some activity. Let's get started with our day. Let's be about our purpose, people. Let's stop sitting around. Let's stop waiting. Let's stop making excuses. And let's let today be the day. Let's let this moment be the time. I'm up. Good morning. Good to see you. I'm getting started on my day. I do this walk in the morning every day at 4:30. I walk out 30 minutes and then I run back to the house. I use my first 30 minutes to get some I'm ups. Hey guys, let's get some I'm ups in the chat. If you're up, you've been waiting for someone to be here with you. You've been waiting for uh, that wake up call. You got it this morning, people. Let's get some I'm ups in the chat. Let's get some thumbs up and some likes so I know that you're up. I know that you're getting out of the bed. I know you're starting the day. I am on the East Coast indeed. It is 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you are in the Midwest, if you are on the West Coast, I know it's earlier in your day, but are you up? Because I am up. It's up. It's time to be up, people. It's time to be up. It's time to be up. Starts out, people, with some discipline. It starts out with some dedication. And what I'm trying to do right now is light that fire. It's hard to find that fire in the morning sometimes. You know, people get big. David Goggins is hard to find at 4:30. You know, I'm sure he's out there somewhere. I'm just letting you know, guys, I'm up. This is the wake-up call. I'm here. Let you know, hey, how you doing? Let's get on up, people. Let's get started. Let's do this thing. My focus is discipline, guys. It's always about the discipline. It's always about the decision to do more and to be more. It's always about the choices that we make that get us to where we want to be. People, we can make those choices, no problem, but we have to do it. Okay? You can make those decisions. I can cheer you on. I can give you the wake up call. I can tell you how with you I am and how you're not alone, but you still have to get up. Okay? You still have to be the one to put the leather to the pavement. Is that what it's called? Whatever it is you need to do, guys, let's get up. Let's get at it. I appreciate you being here this morning. I do the walk out and I do the run back. The reason I do the walk out and the run back is because I like to engage with the chat. I like to engage with the community on this walkout. It's a 30-minute walkout. I usually increase my pace a little bit, and I end up every day with about 3.5 miles total on the walkout and the run back. Those of you who have been here on a regular basis understand that my wife and I, we have 7 children. A large part of what we do in the morning is getting our life started with some consistency so we can provide that same consistency, that same support, and that same guidance for our children so that they understand that discipline is about doing what you're supposed to do, what you've told yourself you're going to do, and what you need to do, no matter who's watching, guys. So let's do this morning. Let's get out here. Let's be about it. Let's work hard. And let's continue to support each other in the community. I always have a title for the chat. There's a purpose for it, and there's a purpose for the walk. This one is fairly simple. It's really straightforward. And it simply states, guys, motivation versus discipline. They both serve a purpose. They both have a job. They both do things for us. They both help us to get to our goal. However, motivation, people, is temporary. Motivation is a spark. Get up, get up, get up, get up. It's like an alarm clock. Let's go. We got work to do. I believe in you. Let's grind, people. You don't have to be laying in the bed. You don't have to be sitting there complaining. You don't have to talk about how cold it is. You don't have to be concerned about the things that have happened in the past. Drop a I'm up in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. And let's get started on whatever it is. I don't care if you're studying for finals. I don't care if you're trying to work on a car. It doesn't matter if you're trying to you're trying to improve your spiritual life. It doesn't matter. It's about being up, people. It's about getting up and getting after it. This motivation, this motivational wake-up call is to inspire you to identify your purpose and be about your grind. Get on your discipline, people. Let's get some thumbs up in there. Let's get some I'm up in the chat. If you're up, let me see you say I'm up. Let me see you drop it in the chat. I'm up, people. I need to make sure people are up and we're out here. Our life is our purpose. We're not waiting for other people to give us our purpose. If you're not working on your purpose, you're working towards someone else's. If you're not focusing on improving you, then you're improving somebody else's life. Even if you work on your job, If your focus or your job to be an issue with others, if you're focused on your job to help improve others, then you need to also focus on improving yourself. Christopher, I never slept. Well, you might need that at some point, buddy. Uh, so we have on. So on, if people keep talking about you and they're spreading untrue stories, you have to understand, I don't know your exact environment. I don't know exactly where you are or what exactly you're dealing with. But I'll let you know this. There, there are people in life who do not have a purpose. There are people in life who do not have a calling for themselves. And for many of these people, the easiest thing to do is try to tear down and destroy other people because of their lack of purpose and their lack of calling. You can only focus on you. So, what does that mean? That means for you, you have to find out who you are. That means for you, you have to identify what your purpose is, what you're working on, and what direction you're going in. Trust me, this isn't one of these things I say lightly. This isn't something I'm telling you, oh, it's going to be a cakewalk. Don't worry about it. Just focus on yourself, build your inner strength. It's not that easy. Trust me, I know it's not that easy. It's difficult, it's challenging, but you have to find something in you that you're working on. And the main thing about people lying about you is the truth doesn't require support. If someone says something about you that's a lie, it'll have holes in it. And then the more people ask questions about it, the more it'll fall apart. But here's the other thing. If people are lying on you to other people and the people are believing those lies without question, then you don't need those people around you. Those people aren't for you. Those people, my wife has this information that she shared with me, she shares with our children all the time. Don't worry about the people who talk about you. Worry about the people who care about you and let the people talk about you. This is the concern. When you say you have friends, associates, co-workers, people who care about you, and then they come back and they tell you something that somebody said about you, what were you doing when they said it? That's a major concern. People often talk about, oh, well, I'm your friend. I can't believe they said that about you. I can't believe you stood there and listened to it and didn't respond. Who are you? Where's your character? How are you developed? This is important because in order for us to want people like that in our life, we have to be people like that in other people's lives. We have to be able to stand there and say that this is not acceptable. This isn't okay. Guys, hey, it's the wake up call. For those of you who are here on a regular basis, you know what this is, 4:30 to 5. We get we get we get together, we get started, we get our energy going. Please drop a like. Please comment. Let me know I'm up. Let me hear you say I'm up in the chat. And let's get this day started with some vengeance, with some sure enough energy this morning, people. So, what's the difference between motivation and discipline, guys? Motivation is the rah-rah. It's what gets the fire kindled. It's what's got you up this morning. It's that little flame, that flame that says, I can do this. I believe in me. It's the music. It's the adrenaline rush. All of those things are the rah-rah. However, in order for you, good morning, in order for you to truly have an understanding about discipline and be able to use that motivation, then it's going to take that discipline. Discipline is four things, people. Discipline has four cornerstones: repetition, consistency, patience, and perseverance. Because discipline is a choice. You have to want something to be able to use discipline. You got to have a goal. Then you use discipline to achieve it. As small as that goal may be, you need to set it, and then you need to work for it. What time do I sleep? I normally go to bed somewhere around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I don't know if you can necessarily adopt my schedule or if you need to. Doesn't matter if you get up at 4:30, 5:30, 4 o'clock, whatever time you get up at the time that works for you. I'm not one of these people who are going to tell you, you need to do what I do in order for your life to work. I'm telling you, you need to do what you need to do for your life to work, because every morning when you wake up, you're going to be there. I'm not going to be there every morning. You have to wake up with you every morning. I'm going to be here every morning, and you can come here and find me, but I'm not going to be where you are. So you have to fix your schedule. You have to understand that you have things to do. My schedule is the way my schedule is because I have a purpose in life that I'm serving. I have a responsibility to my wife and my children. I have an understanding and a dedication to my purpose in achieving my goals. And so I'm out here because this is a part of my objective, my fitness journey, my knowledge journey, my mental, my emotional journey. All of that is a part of what I do. And this is just a wake up call, people. This is just 4:30. Let's get let's get started. There's a lot of things in the chat. I'm trying to respond to some of them. Yes, heck, exactly. Uh, Motivation does leave, but discipline stays with you. It drives you. Listen, I walk in the dark because it is dark. There are lights along the way, but my fear is not the dark. If I have a fear in the morning, people, especially where I live, it's probably deer. But what's important, guys, is to make sure you are getting up and getting started. Like I said, this is 30 minutes. What's the focus? The focus is on developing discipline. The focus is on finding out who you are, whose you are, and what's your purpose. When you identify your purpose, that's what you work towards. When you identify your purpose, that's what you build on. When you identify your purpose, that's what you strive for. That's the model that you follow. That's your why. Why do we do things? If you don't have a why for doing things, it's easy to stop doing it. Why am I on this walk? I'm on this walk because I know my purpose, and I know the purpose that this walk serves for me. I know the purpose that this exercise in the morning serves for me. I know the purpose of the work that I do. This is why I'm on this walk. And so, because I have an understanding of where I'm going and why I'm doing what I'm doing, I get up without a problem, and I do this every morning. I have a beautiful wife. I have lovely children. I have I have reasons not to be up in the morning. And this is what you have to understand. One, you have to surround yourself with people who agree and understand your purpose. You need to be with people who support you, for people who believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that the work you're doing is serving a greater good and that it is for a purpose. And you not only have to believe it, it has to be true. And it's only true if you make it true. You can believe something is true for you, but until you do the work to make it true for you, it's just a belief, guys. Until you do the work to make what you believe to be true, true for you, it's just a thought. Sorry about the power outage. Let me get that back on there. So, what does this mean? What does it mean when I say, hey, you have to believe, you have to believe in what you say is true to you? What that means is, if you set a purpose for yourself and you set a goal for yourself, you set an objective, if you doubt that you can complete that objective, then you're not going to put in the effort. If you're waiting for someone else to keep telling you that you can complete that objective, you don't believe it. That means the work that you're doing, you're not committed to because you don't believe that you can complete it. That's why you have to develop discipline because discipline is going to have patience and perseverance as a part of it. And so, as you work towards completing that goal, as you work towards achieving that objective, you have an understanding that you are not alone in this process because or that you have a fundamental belief in your process and that the work that you're doing regardless of what stage it is that you're in, is going to ultimately pay off. That's what discipline does. And I'm here to tell you that you can achieve your goal, but you must identify it first. You must identify what your goal is. You need help. You need to know, you need the knowledge around it. This is why Jim Rome has a comment that I think is really powerful. Never work harder on your job than you do on yourself because jobs, even entry level minimum wage jobs are now asking you to know more and more and more about how to take care of their customers, how to care for their business, the manuals you have to read, the expectation and study, the work that you have to do to understand their food preparation, their standards, the requirements for maintaining food safety. Even minimal level, entry level minimum wage jobs have a requirement to learn and know to be able to perform the work to grow their business. How much time are you spending on you? How does your mentality work? How does your interaction work? How does your knowledge work? How do you how do you like to get up? What are the things that you like to do? What are the things that make you go emotionally? What are the things that make you go spiritually? What are the things that make you go mentally? What are the driving factors and characteristics behind your life goals? How do you make your life work? So if you're spending your time learning every day how to make somebody else millions of dollars, and you're not spending any time trying to figure out how you make yourself happy, how do you truly make you happy, then you're not focusing on the right thing. Never spend more time, never work harder on your job than you do on yourself. Your physical fitness is a part of yourself. Your job says you have a requirement to be able to lift 50 pounds. So you can lift 50 pounds on your job to move french fries from the freezer to the floor, to move boxes from a stack to another stack. You can do that. But are you working on your fitness for yourself? Are you getting up and lifting your own body weight? Are you moving yourself? Are you moving yourself in a way to improve your physical fitness so that after you get off of that job, you're not dead tired? It doesn't make sense that you spend 12 hours on your job pushing boxes, pushing carts, picking up things, dropping things off, moving, and then you get home and you're dead tired and you can't give your spouse a hug. You can't lift anything for your children. Your children have to wait for you to recover because you need an hour and a half just to recover from getting home from your job. It doesn't make sense that your job puts so much stress on you mentally and emotionally that when you get home, you have to freaking detox. You have to freaking go sit down somewhere for 2 or 3 hours and not talk to anybody because you have to decompress because your job's got you stressed out over some project in the Netherlands that you're never going to see anybody. You don't know the people involved, and everybody making millions of dollars and billions of dollars off of it are fine. They're good. They're eating. Their children are happy. They're going out. They're watching shows. There was this old movie, and I can't remember what it is. And it was about these guys who were fans of a baseball team. And this whole movie, it's about their relationship with each other in this baseball team. And then at the end of this movie, I believe the baseball team was the Boston Red Sox. End of this movie, this baseball team loses this championship game, and the fans are devastated. I mean, and I'm emotionally tied to how devastated these fans are. And then they go out to a restaurant and they see the players from the team sitting down with their families, smiling, laughing, joking, enjoying themselves. And they get up and they get mad and they approach the table and they're like, how can you be smiling? How can you be happy? How can you be living your life? And I've lived through years of pain watching you lose, watching you not win championships, watching you blow games after game. How are you sitting here happy? This leads to the question for you. How are you not happy? How is your life being driven by the purpose and the results of someone else? How is your happiness so intrinsically tied to somebody else's performance and they're fine? These people are being paid millions of dollars. And if they lose, they lose. If they win, great, they get to celebrate. You don't earn a dollar off of that. That's not your life. And so what do we have to do? We have to understand that when it comes time for us to find our purpose and for us to live for what's important for us, it requires discipline. It requires a decision to do more and to be more and to live better. That's a decision that we have to make. I want to thank you guys for being here this morning and allowing for me to wake you up. I need you to understand motivation is a spark. Motivation can light the flame. Motivation can help you get up, but you need to have a purpose. Without purpose, without a why, you cannot develop discipline. You cannot develop discipline if you don't have anything to apply it to. Even if what you're doing right now is just getting up, if it's studying, learning, whatever it is. Me, I have 7 children. My wife and I have 7 beautiful children. And we understand that what we do drives how our children will live. It drives what their life will be like in the future. We know this. Thank you guys. Thank you for being on here. You know I'm here every morning. I'm here every morning from 4:30 to 5 o'clock. You have to identify your purpose. Please drop a like, swing past the page, take a look at the content. I would love if you guys were to like, comment, subscribe, share this with other people. Let them know that we're here. Let them know that you're here. Let them know that I'm here. And the reason it's important is because this 4:30 wake-up call, this is just a little bit of motivation, a little bit of a nudge to let you know that you're not alone and that the discipline that you need to develop and want to develop for the purpose that you want to achieve is here. 3, let me see. You have 3, you're a single parent. Kudos. Here's the thing. Having 3 children, being a single parent, you have all the why and all the purpose that you need. You have as much explanation and reason for performance that you'll ever need. Now you need to do it. You don't have to continue to look for a purpose, look for a reason. You need to look for the results. You need to look for the resources. You need to develop a game plan and work for it. And no, people, no, it is not easy. I'm not telling you it's easy. I'm not even going to offer that it's going to be kind of easy, people. It's going to be tough. It's going to require work. It's going to require time. That's why discipline is important. Perseverance is the thing that gets you to get up and do what you need to do when it's the hardest that it could possibly be, when there's nobody else there, when it's raining, when it's snowing, when it's cold, when it's hot, when it doesn't seem like it's getting any better, where today is the same as yesterday, that was the same as the day before it, and it looks like you're spinning your wheels and you don't know what you need to do next. You need to continue. You need to understand that you're working towards a purpose and that there is a goal and that there are things for you to achieve and that there is definitely a way to get there. Take on the help you need. Find the reason you need. Be around those people. Be about your purpose and be on your grind, people. Until next time, when I see you tomorrow, please like, comment, subscribe, head over to the channel, take a look at the content, people. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow.